Hi, everybody, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 22 of Power Networking Media's weekly feature program, Spotlight on Small Business. I'm your host, Moshe Klein. Spotlight on Small Business introduces you to successful small business owners who share content and information that you don't want to miss. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome my friend and networking partner, Ann Rosser. Ann Rosser is the founder and principal at Finding Resolution Consulting. Ann, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Moshe. It's delightful to be here.
It's really, truly a pleasure for many reasons for me to welcome you to today's program. And first of all, for our viewers' benefit, I know you for more than a year now from networking. I'm also a client of Finding Resolution Consulting, and hopefully we'll have time to talk about that a little bit later. But tell us a little bit about what you do and what Finding Resolution Consulting offers to small business owners like you and me.
Thank you, Moshe. I do coaching for small businesses. I'm a mediator working with small businesses and facilitation with small businesses and individuals as well.
Yes, that I'm definitely aware of. And I think you bring more than 20 years of experience, executive coaching and mediation to the table. So I think that a lot of small business owners hear every day, especially if they network, all about business support services. I support small businesses by providing taxes and accounting services, and you provide coaching and leadership. Let's pull on that thread a little bit so it's crystal clear. Why would a small business owner reach out to you, Ann, for services? And be specific, what are some of the issues that you deal with, and how do you help your clients?
Well, I think small business owners, especially if they're solo business owners, they can feel a sense of isolation, and having someone to talk with them about certain issues and having a sounding board. They need help perhaps on negotiation. Negotiation is a big one with contracts or clients. If there's a small business that has some employees, delegation can be a problem. How do you delegate? Do you feel like you can't do it because they have more things to do? And the other thing is having accountability. I can help them have accountability. What do they want to get done? And when do they want to have it done by? And then we can talk about how to get there. And then in our next session, see how they're doing and how they're progressing. We all hit hiccups along the way. So I tell people to always be kind to themselves. They may not do correctly the very first time, but they have to keep working on the process of doing it. And of course, all sessions with everyone is confidential. I don't say anything to anyone about anything that we talk about. It's that way they can talk more personally about things they wouldn't talk to other people about.
When you feel safe in an environment like that, you'll be more honest in the discussion, and there's no doubt in my mind you'll make a better decision. You know, what you just described, Dan, is what I've called for many years my board of directors. I have three, four, five people that I know I trust and that have my best interests at heart, and that I could discuss any business situation with in confidence. You have become one of my board members. I know I can go to you and share thoughts and ideas, but let me tell you what I used to do when I first started out in business many decades ago. I would have to make a decision. Do I open up another office to expand my business? Do I borrow money on a credit card or a line of credit to take out yet another ad that I could use to grow my business? Should I spend money that I don't have? And so on and so forth. I trust myself as an accountant to help other clients and be impartial. I think I'm less than impartial when it involves me, my business, my money. Is that one of the best reasons why a small business owner might want to reach out to you for support?
Certainly, yes. I think people need other people's opinions. Learning from others is very beneficial, which is why you'll see I started the small business support groups, of which Moshe is a member as one of the groups. They're small, confidential groups, no more than 5 or 6 people, and we meet monthly to talk about whatever is on someone's mind. It can be making decisions, it can be social media, it can be where can I give speeches so I can be more out there and people know who I am. There are all kinds of subjects that can be discussed. And we're looking to changing the format a little bit to have more accountability be built into that, so that we can all keep everybody on track of what they want to do and maybe have a focus of one person per session so they can talk about a lot of things. But it's a very good group, and it's one that people have found beneficial in their small business development and sales.
Oh, well, let's just jump right into that since you brought it up. I love my monthly group sessions. It's a small group. There's about 6 of us or so, people that we've become friends with, people that we've come to trust and to know. I know about my group members' businesses, they know about mine. So what you are suggesting to our viewers, Ann, is that in one of your group sessions, whether it's weekly or monthly like mine is, I could bring up a question and say, hey guys, listen, I feel that my business is at this point and we're ready to jump to the next level, but it involves, again, a make-believe example. I'm going to have to borrow some money to advertise. What do you guys think? You've known me for a year now. You understand my business. Should I borrow as an investment, or should I hold steady for another 6 months where I'm at? Is that the type of discussion that one could have in a group setting such as the one you're describing?
Certainly, yes, it is one of the discussion topics we could talk about, and people could share the experience they've had in borrowing or not, or going forward with other things that they would have to borrow money on. It's funny, people are reluctant to tell themselves, to tell others how their business is going, whether it's positive or negative. We all seem to think we have to be doing great, 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 but in reality, sometimes we're not. So we have to have somebody to ask those questions and get some good information from. But yes, Moshe, that certainly is one of the topics we could discuss. Yes, we do discuss. Yes.
Awesome. Ann, I could talk about small business for hours, for days on end, but regretfully, we are almost out of time. With your permission, I want to just ask you to talk for a few seconds about your mediation services, because as small business owners in business for so many years, we know that it's cyclical. There are times when things are going so well, and some of the challenges you have is managing growth. But regretfully, there are times when things don't go well. 2 business partners might have a falling out, and they have to somehow find a way, even though they're not talking to each other, to structure a breakup. Or to make it even more complicated, Ann, a husband and wife are married and they're business partners as well. Do you see these type of situations as a mediator? And maybe is there a situation that comes to mind that you feel comfortable sharing with us?
Well, I think that the situations you mentioned are certainly some I've seen. And I've gone to small claims court where businesses can be in dispute with each other. If they go to mediation, they don't have to go before the judge. But mediation, as a mediator, I'm the neutral party. I don't make any decisions. So I listen to the story of each one of the parties, and then we talk about the issues they want to resolve. And no one interrupts each other. They each have their time to talk about their stories. It's remarkable what progress can be made doing that. In a work situation, sometimes when it gets right down to it, all people really want is an apology, or I'm sorry, or thank you. Now, the business situations, as you speak of, that's more complex and deals with finances. But still, when you get the emotions out of it and you get down to the facts, it's amazing what can be done by listening and by hearing each other every time they speak.
Well, speaking of time, Ann, I'm afraid we are all out of it. I could really, I want to take the initiative and invite you right here and now to come back as a returning guest to continue this discussion. Clearly, you're helping many people and businesses find resolution to a variety of challenges that you're uniquely qualified for. If any of our viewers, Ann, would like to reach out to you directly for a free and confidential consultation, what's the best way to reach you, Ann?
My email address, which is on the background, it's arosser at finding resolution, just one resolution at findingresolution.net. And if they have any questions or they might want some information on joining a small business support group, I'd be happy to talk to them and set up a time to have a conversation.
Thanks, Ann. Thanks again for taking time out of your busy day to be a guest on Spotlight on Small Business. If you'd like to be a guest on Spotlight, just send an email to team@powernetworkingteam.com and we will make those arrangements right away. Until next week and another episode of Spotlight on Small Business, good luck and good networking, everyone.